Well, hello everyone. It is Wednesday, which means I am downtown to go restock my vintage booths at PS Treasures and Collectibles in downtown Waterloo. So wanted to give you a little glimpse of that. Had a great weekend of sales. Things have started to really pick up. I'll be picking up my check today, so I definitely consider myself profitable now here in my booth after investing some money into, tables and supplies and all that kind of stuff. I am now in the black, as we say. Black Friday, you turn over and retailers go into the black after being in the red. I'm definitely in the black here at my booth, so it's all up from here and continuing to make that grow. I do want to make a point because the last time I did a booth update video, I had said something about my ideal would be that everything I would have here at the booth. And somebody said, are you not going to do eBay anymore? No, what I meant was I would like to get all hard goods that require boxes and packing peanuts and bubble wrap, that kind of stuff here at the booth. And then save things like books, plush. I mean, I could even get back into clothes, things that could just go in a poly bag for eBay. Just that'd be easier. So no, I'll always do eBay. And even though I say, I don't want to ship hard goods and stuff, if I find something that's super valuable, of course I'm going to list it. So, but I'm excited to see that sales are picking up here. Been working really, really hard on their Facebook page. I have my own Facebook page. They've joined the Iowa Antique Network, which is, just promotes all of the antique malls and shops in Iowa. They have a big following on Facebook. So, you just got to keep pushing with promotion. And now that we are past summer, because everybody in the vintage booth community says that unless you're in a high traffic area or a place known for antiquing, summer's always slow, which I didn't know because you just never know. I thought, it's summer, people are out doing stuff, they're going to go to antique malls. Not necessarily, unless they're in a super high traffic area or there are like lots of antique shops in one area to make it a destination. But now that we are in fourth quarter, summer's over, and here we are in the holiday shopping season. So yeah, I'm just going to keep doing what I've been doing with my own Facebook page, with their Facebook page, and just keep promoting. I'm excited to see if them joining that antique network, the Iowa Antique Network, will lead not only more shoppers here, but hopefully more vendors. They're getting 4 more. Maybe that was last week. There were 4 new moving in, because that's the other thing it needs. It just needs more vendors so there's more inventory, because you want an antique mall to be packed. If you go to Calico, which is the other antique mall in our area, now they are larger. They got 65 vendors. It takes a while to get through. If I go to Calico, even I'm just kind of like looking around, I'm there for like an hour because it takes a long time to get through. There's a lot to see. And when I've been here, I've noticed that people can come in and they can walk around and leave in a fairly short time frame. You got to get more stuff in here to keep them in there. So I think that's happening. So it's exciting. I'm excited. But now I'm going to go in and stock my booth. I'm going to start putting Christmas out today. So yeah. And it is October 2nd, and I am still in shorts, t-shirts, and flip-flops because it is still warm here in Iowa. But what are you going to do? That's what it is. Soon we'll be complaining it's too cold. While it is warm temperatures, it is very windy, which is making it cool. But fall is in the air. All right, here's what it's looking like now. Oh, we had a big, what was there? I can't remember. I'm going to take the stuff off that shelf. And I think I'm going to take that shelf down. It's too high for me to reach, so I think it's inconvenient for customers to reach. So I think I'm going to take that down and just put higher things on this one. Obviously, I lose a little space, but yet it's hard to get there. All right, and here's what I brought. Christmas. Okay, I added in more sticker packs. Got Taylor Swift. Hocus Pocus, some more pins, and then adding, that looks a lot better. It's easier to access. Got Christmas started in there. I didn't bring as much Christmas, but I will start taking a few little odds and ends that I think I can take to the consignment store, or I can just hold them and take them, bring them back next year. I'm starting to think maybe I shouldn't have done this for the ornaments. Maybe I should have left them in the box. I don't know if the bag obstructs the view of things. I don't know. Always a work in progress. I broke salt and pepper shaker set. That's sucks, but it is what it is. Move this football or baseball planner down. Move this stuff around. Probably should have taken that to the consignment store, but I can do that next year. So, I think I got everything. There were a few things I brought, but I forgot to put the punch hole in the bags to put them someplace. And they're kind of swimming in the bag. So, I'm not sure. Big thing is just move stuff around. Because the people come in frequently and they will, if you just move things, it can really make a difference. Even just a little bit. But I moved a few things there. Put that in the front. I thought that looked okay. Not blocking anything. But yeah, I think we are good. So I'm gonna get pictures for social media. All right, I have restocked, rearranged, gotten all the photos, heading home to create all the Facebook posts for the week, and I got my check. So this is the money that I made in September, $266.68. Remember, I have $75 for booth fee. I get the other $75 for doing the Facebook page, and then they take 10%. So I think my gross sales were $400, but my payment $266.68. So I'm thrilled because I'm now profitable there. You know, like I said in previous videos, I have been buying tables and bags and supplies, and you know, it was a lot to get started, but now I am profitable. And since I have, you know, kind of the infrastructure there already with all my supplies, now it's just inventory. And honestly, I already have a ton of inventory at home, so I don't even have to get anything. So that's exciting. I am thrilled. I do link my Facebook page for my antique booth, which I call Eckhart Antiques, below the video. If you go over there, and from there you can find the antique mall. I think I have the antique mall itself listed too. If it's not, I'll make sure it's linked. PS Treasures and Collectibles here in Waterloo, Iowa. And if you're in the area, there is still room to be a vendor. 4 new have moved in. 2 have really nice booth spaces. They've been in already and working it a lot. And then another one, she just started, and she's going to be bringing more in. So it's exciting to see new inventory come in. So yeah, if you're in the area, make sure you make the trip. In addition to PS Treasures and Collectibles, there is Calico and Company not too far away. There's Epic Finds down here. Goodwill actually opened a pop-up right around the corner. Actually, it's not a pop-up. They used to do a pop-up. Now it's a permanent store. So if you like thrifting, secondhand shopping, antiquing, whatever, there's definitely a lot here in Waterloo, along with all of the restaurants and the big box stores and all the things that a city has. So anyway, if you like these little booth updates, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, leave any questions or comments below, and I'll see you next week for another booth update. Thanks for watching. Bye.